What's going on, guys? We're back with another Warpath video. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you like the videos and the content, man, I sure do appreciate a thumbs up. Even if you give a thumbs down, it's still okay. Constructive criticism is the best criticism. You guys know I've tried my best to give everything to the community and to the game so far in the game. And I have a lot of mistakes and faults, but we keep on pressing forward, don't we? Anyway, today's video, guys, I wanted to talk with you seriously about some things that are on my heart. And I know that a lot of you guys in the community have voiced this as well. So it is going to be somewhat my opinion, but also some of the opinions of many of you guys. Now, not everybody's going to have the same opinion. A lot of you guys might not agree to it. Anyway, if you would, please leave a comment down below of how you feel in the game, what you think about the topics that I talked about. Let's get started into the video. I know a bunch of you guys come to the channel because you want to learn some super tips and tricks, some special something that you've never seen before that, you know, would automatically make you kill any and everything. And I wish that I could give you some of these things, but there are some manipulations of the game. There are some holes in the way that the game is played. There are some special things that you can learn. But for the most part, a lot of you guys, you come to the channel because you have questions about what kind of units to do. You know, what about my March setup? How can I get something faster? How can I be better at, you know, a certain thing? And I love those kind of questions. They're very easy. The Discord, all the people on my Discord, super amazing. But I've been playing this game almost a year now, and I have been like really kind of holding back on some things. I know that they said that they were going to do a bunch of changes, and also there are some more changes coming up, but I've held back for quite some time on releasing things that were kind of, I guess you could call them manipulations to the game. Things that people have figured out how to kind of, I wouldn't say cheat the game, but I mean, you guys know how it is. They find these little quirks of the game. I kept it very basic. The information I've always given has been basic, and it's basic for a reason, guys, because a lot of the older players, they already know a bunch of stuff about the game, but there are a lot of young players that come to my channel that want to know what's the meta troop, what officer should I put on it, basic questions. And there are thousands of you guys out there that come every single day to the channel, okay? And there are some things over time that have really gotten to me. And those are the things I want to talk about today. So if you guys are interested to stick around for a little while to my rant, I guess you could call it a rant. I mean, I'm just finally getting it off my chest. And you can also leave a comment down below. If you think opposite of me, great, guys. Awesome. I would love it any way it comes, all right? Because as a community, as a whole, I hear people on the left side and the right side. I hear people like things, don't like things. And it's a game. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. And I'm going to continue playing the game. So one of the things that absolutely gets to me is the manipulation of the skill. I've always not been a proponent of the skill trick. Have I used it? Yes. Have many people that I've known used it? Yes, of course, because it's an easy way to get a kill. It's an easy way to not have any losses. That's it. And what do I mean by that? What I'm talking about is officers that have tremendous amount of skill damage, like Antonina, and she can pretty much get her skill up and you can fire off on something. I've even done videos off on this. You guys know about it, but she does also have an extra hex grid. And this is one of the things I want to show you. So in this video, I do not have a maxed out Antonina. And a player comes up to me, and of course he's going to use a super heavy, and he's going to pull back as far as he can to where only my base is firing off. And Antonina is in the artillery that's firing off. And watch. The only thing I can do at this point, once it's pulled back, and this artillery is just firing off of my base for nothing, is to come out. I have to come out with a unit. And when I come out with a unit to try to hit this artillery, you know, I have 4 marches that are hitting my stuff. So look at this, mediums getting melted. All this stuff is getting melted down here off of trying to get to that artillery. I mean, point blank. And so, you know, it takes a little while for me to retrain. This person lost a little bit. I mean, I did get some of the maxed out artillery, but they continue to press forward. And at that point, my base was almost dead. And so, you know, I'm just like, forget it. Might as well just keep on hitting it or whatever. And anyway, that's some of the things that we fight every single day with the extra hex grid and also, you know, Antonina. And a lot of you guys have experienced this with maxed out officers or whatever. Now, the problem that I have specifically isn't the fact that I can't figure out how to defend or I can't do anything. If I had a maxed out base in this scenario, I probably would have played much smarter than just going straight out and doing it. There's many different techniques, and I would love to do some videos further on that. But the thing about it is her skill is so powerful that you can pretty much pop and hit a base, and her skill damage is doing 2 to 3 times more damage than the actual artillery. And the artillery takes a lot to get up. I mean, you think level 200s, fully modifications, you know, 7.2, all that stuff takes a lot of time. And next thing you know, you got this maxed out Antonina, and she's doing 3 times the damage that the unit's doing. Furthermore, if he wanted to, he could have came over here and skill charged off of the bunker and hit it. A lot of people are using rockets nowadays. Anyway, it's just a bunch of different things that have been happening that have, you know, kind of started getting to me a little bit that, you know, it's not about troops anymore. It's about the officer. And I hate to see that. I hate to see that it's about the troop or about the officer more than the troops. And I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. Because you know, an officer is supposed to buff the troop. It's supposed to be for the troop. You know, it's supposed to make it more durable, more faster, better timing, you know, different things like that. I don't even care that she has an extra grid because she gives an extra grid to the unit or whatever. But I'm talking about the manipulation of her skill to where it's just skill damage. It's just the officer. The artillery ain't even really firing off. It's super annoying and it's frustrating. Anyway, the next thing is about the hex grids. Okay, I know a bunch of you guys have gotten sick and tired of your units can't even march across the field because since they've done the update with all of the reserves that are being done, you have a whole map, an entire map full of these 1 or 2 or 3 infantry, little mediums and stuff like that. And they fill the whole map to where you can't even move. And sometimes the grid system just spazzes out, and I want to show you it. I bring this up because this was on my live stream and I recorded it, but let's go. I think it was. Let me see here. It's at 111. Okay. So on this one, my unit is coming down right here, right? And it's showing a path right here. There's nothing in the way. It can fit in between that. It comes right here and it spazzes out. Watch. Boop. Do you see how that just completely spazzed out? Look at that. Look at this, guys. It's coming down right here. And it just spazzes out when it's coming down here. Boom. And it just, boop. Now it's coming over here. Well, you can't even get to the base down here. So then what does it do? It redirects and goes right back around. Like, just goes right back around. Like, for no reason at all. And there are plenty of screenshots and, you know, people on Discord and even put in the bug reports and everything about this issue. They've even recognized that, like, because of the reserve capacity and the amount of troops that are on the field now, you can't even march around. You can't even put your base down or airdrop in. And furthermore, your troops just magically spaz out and just do whatever they want to on the hex grid system. Please, Lilith, do away with the hex grid. Who cares? I don't even want a hex grid. Like, what the heck? Ugh. Super frustrating, man. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about that I've seen, and I've seen this quite a few times, is that the base aggro, meaning the base firing off on a unit, like completely spazzes out and goes way out of the way. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay? Because you guys might be like, what are you talking about, Grant? Hold on. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I caught all of this, every last thing, just on a 2-hour stream. And this happens more times than you realize, but just on a 2-hour stream, caught all of this just streaming. All right, let's watch this. So in this one, they're having a battle, right? And I'm talking about this guy who's a whale, and he's, you know, going to fight all of these units right here, right? But check this out. Let's see if I can get it to... One second. It's going to do it here in a second. It's going to target this guy down here. This guy, this RS1 guy, he's attacking some of his troops. So, of course, he has, you know, it aggroed or whatever. He has it. But look, these troops go back into the base or whatever. Now, watch this. This is crazy, man. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, come on. I'm going to have to fast forward this because obviously it's not working. Hold on. It's right here. It's coming up because he went back into his base. It's after this. This guy right here, watch this RS1, the teal color. Look at this base. Look how far that shot over there. And I caught it right then. Look at that. Look at that. The base, the rockets are only 3 freaking grids. Even if you get it to 4 with the Max Antonina, like what? Bro, how many grids is that over, guys? Come on, look at this. Look at this. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 something grids. Watch this. This base just magically out of nowhere. Look at this. Just hits them out of nowhere. Like, what is that, guys? What is that? Stuff like that happens all the time. I've seen it shoot over bases. I mean, even my buddy Last Swagger, he was battling somebody and the guy's stuff was hitting him like 10 map grids away. Like, magically. That has nothing to do with an officer skill. It has nothing to do. It's just so much of this stuff that gets irritating. And then you go into Facebook and then you go in the Discord and you look at suggestions or whatever, and it's... I don't know. I don't know what to say. Anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about some of these topics, some of these things that you would like to see. I would like to see the map grid dealt with. I'd like to see some of these long, spazzy, random bugs that keep on happening with this range and stuff like that. And I'd like to see some of these officer skills fixed, man. That's just how I feel about it. Anyway, till next time, guys. Peace.